President Donald Trump. Yes, he was our 45th president of the United States of America. He was well known way before he was president. Everyone knew who Donald Trump was, from actors to rappers to athletes to activists to even other government officials knew who President Trump was. All the ladies loved him, and all the men wanted to be like him. He was a multi-millionaire. You know, in 1984 and 1988, Jesse Jackson was running for president. And guess who funded him? Donald Trump. He funded the Rainbow Coalition. He funded Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign. He helped Jennifer Hudson when her family was unalived. He gave her a place to stay and helped her through her times. He's helped numerous people, known and unknown. But why does everyone hate him? Because of a bunch of tweets? Because he's brass, he's arrogant, he's prideful. He's always saying things about fake news. He's always doing things. Is he prideful? Is he arrogant? Is he a Christian? All the above. But we know that he's running for president for 2024. I can say President Trump ran the United States like a corporation. He's a businessman. He's the CEO of the U.S. Gas prices was low. Groceries were down. I remember the housing prices was like at 3.75. The rent was down. The economy was booming from 2017 all the way up to 2020. And then COVID happened. And I believe they released that to sabotage the booming economy. And I also believe that the election was stolen from him in 2020. And we're finding out in Georgia that it was. But he's running again. And he doesn't have to. He doesn't need the money to do it, but he wants to. He loves the economy. He loves the American people. He's not doing it for money. That's what he says. He's doing it for everyone. And I believe he's not doing it for race. He's not doing it for color. I don't believe he's racist. I don't believe that he's a supremacist. I don't believe any of that. That is a lie. Because how can you be a racist in your 70s and you didn't do it before? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know too many racists that would be in pictures with Black Americans, and he still continue doing media with Black American being disrespected. But I digress. So what is his agenda? His agenda for 2024 says seal the border and stop the migration invasion, carry out the largest deportation, end inflation, make America dominant energy producers of the world. Here's a list. This is just a 20 of the list of his policies that he wants to do for the remaining 4 years, from 2024 to 2028. And I believe that he would do it on day one, starting with the border. But what about the Black community? We have 100 Black-owned businesses to support. We have a lot of businesses out there that we need to support. And we need to take back our power. You know, the facts are the Black-owned business only gets 2% of the Black consumer dollars. And if Black consumers spend 10% more of their income in Black businesses, it would generate 1 million jobs for African Americans. After the government, Black businesses are the biggest employer of African Americans. So let's go back into 1944 What percentage of black purchases and sales that went to black-owned businesses by type? Well, we see number one was tailoring, 80%, shoe repairs, cleaning, pressing, gas and oil, flowers, car repairs, drugstores, groceries, household supplies, hardware, furniture, women's clothing, children's clothing, men's shoes, women's shoes. It shows us that 28% was black owned. So from the chart, when President Trump was president, it says here black owned businesses with employees by industry from 2012. That's when Obama was leaving office, and 2017 is when President Trump was in office. So as you can see in the red, when Obama was in office, starting with healthcare and social assistance, we were doing pretty good. It was getting better, all the way down to utilities. But when President Trump came into office, he also did very well as well, as you can see in the blue, that the economy was booming very well. Also, here's a chart from 1972 to 2012, and that includes all the presidents, including President Obama. The economy did start booming when President Obama was in office from 2007 to 2012, because he was in office from 2008 to 2012, I believe, to 2016, I believe, from 2012, because I know he served 2 terms, so 2008, 2012 to 2016, yes. About 3% of U.S. businesses were black or African American owned in 2021, which President Trump would have been in office. And you can see that the firms owned and the revenues. So with the black owned was 2.8%, and the revenues was only 1.1% compared to the white firms owned 85.1, and the revenue is 92.5. But if you look at this, the Hispanics are doing much better, as well as the Asians are doing much better than we are. In 2017 to 2020, you see changes in black-owned employer businesses. You see in 2017, it starts to get better. The economy is getting better. So in 2020, you see 140,918 firms. Black-owned businesses with no employees, you're seeing 653,000. Transportation and warehouse, healthcare, social assistance. You're seeing that the black community was booming. So what's the deal? Why don't we want President Trump? Well, I think a lot of people don't want him because they think he's prideful and he's arrogant, and they don't like him. Well, just because you're prideful and arrogant, I'd rather have someone that's going to be able to deal with world leaders and they're going to know where he stands than somebody that's going to be giggling and laughing about everything and saying sentences that don't make sense and then embarrassing the nation. And then we get into a problem where we are being the target of the migrants that are coming in. When I see President Trump, I think about King Nebuchadnezzar, how he was arrogant and prideful, as in Daniel 4. And he was so arrogant and prideful, God was blessing him, and because he was the ruler of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar, for 43 years. And he was a military success. He was a force to be reckoned with. But the Most High had to humble him and turned him into a beast for 7 years. And after the 7 years, he was humbled, and he gave the Most High all praises and glory and honor. I believe that might have happened to President Trump with the attempted assassination. I don't know. But I do know that you need to make a choice, whatever choice it is. I don't believe he's racist. I don't believe that he wants to hurt anyone. I just believe that he really wants the economy to do better before he passes away, and that's what his legend. He wants to be remembered by this. So I would say pray for both candidates, that whoever is chosen or elected by the people, that it will be the Most High.